What up, guys, and welcome to the Overkill Underground. Episode 6, Survivor. Lance, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Chaz?
Real good. Robert, how you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Excellent.
I'm doing good.
So yeah, we started off here with Jeff coming down.
Scary.
That was
Scary moment.
You
didn't know what he's running in there for.
And it seemed as if there was some kind of emergency going on. I mean, you could kind of tell, like, something just, he's down there for a reason, and you know it's probably not good.
And we found out it was somewhat of a life or death situation.
Seems to be, yeah. Seems to be.
Terry Dietz, son Danny.
You knew there was a problem. You just weren't sure.
They came in and said your son Danny's been in an accident.
Yeah, you really weren't sure what the problem was, but there was some kind of emergency going on, and he whisked away off to the plane and out of there back home.
Which any parent would.
Absolutely. And, they had everybody come on and people are talking that have kids. Oh, yeah.
Right. They'd all do the same thing.
I'd be, family first, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, it was an interesting start to a Survivor.
It was. So when we all joined the next morning and we get to see the new tribes, wow.
Yeah.
We get another big shock.
Right off the start.
Yeah, we get another big shock.
They go from, they got the 15 guys, and you could almost be certain that they would try to have another immunity challenge, but after Terry was gone, it seemed, now's the time to go ahead and split them up.
Right. Let's
and
split
they
them
did.
up.
So,
right after Probe says, you comfortable with your tribe?
Yeah.
I go to the end with these people, Jeff.
I know. Yeah, that was
pretty funny.
That was pretty funny.
Too funny.
And I got the list of the new tribes.
Yeah, let's hear what we got.
So we had Takeo with Abby, Wu, Spencer, Cass, Wigglesworth, Savage, and Sierra.
Yeah.
I think the new Takeo tribe, personally, I don't think they're that strong. I mean, just by judging the characters of those particular people compared to Bayon.
Right.
Bayon seems to me
Bayon's got
tighter
Jeremy.
Group. They seem to be a tighter group.
And they've got Tasha. Yeah. All three of them
super competitors.
Well, at least between Tasha and Joe, I mean, you've got a lot of immunity winners right there. Those two people are very good at challenges.
Big time.
And Jeremy's he's a physical specimen himself. So
Jeremy's a very physical guy, without a doubt. They got Fishbach on Bayon, but he's
a lot of original Bayon people.
He doesn't look to me to be a weak person anymore. Fishbach.
Well, he's playing his game, which is a mind game, and he's trying to.
He's in the game, right? He's thinking things through. He's trying to get what position is going to work for him. Because
he's not gonna help in any challenges. He's not gonna cook any food.
He's not gonna be a challenge master. That's for sure.
No.
Right.
He's just gonna poke at you and try to convince you to vote somebody else out.
Yeah, absolutely. And then of course the first challenge for the food challenge.
The reward was that the reward?
That was the reward challenge for.
Well, no, they had the reward was the ring toss.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, they had the ring toss, which that was the slide and the ring toss. That was pretty neat.
I've seen that one before.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good challenge because it's actually harder to get down to actually toss the ring.
Right, going down that slide.
Than to me, tossing the ring, it seems like that's not too big of a challenge. They're about maybe 15 feet away, 12 feet away, whatever.
Probably.
But getting down there, that's where you got to be hasty about it. You got to get down there, and win your fried chicken.
Right, and when they get over there, how about Abby? Right when who was she playing against? Kimmy Kaepernick or something?
Yeah, probably.
Kimmy throws hers, and it hits on the post.
Abby's ready to run.
Oh, she turned around, started marching away. Yeah. Like, Abby, get back
yeah,
there.
get back over there.
And she ended up winning her.
You-
She ended up
You
tossing
ain't
one.
done yet. Yeah.
Yeah, got a ringer. Abby seems to be settling in on her role a little bit.
Yeah.
She was a little quiet this episode.
You didn't hear much from Abby
No,
this
which-
episode, which I mean, you usually
You know,
are ready for some kind of confrontation to
the
take
first
place.
2 weeks of Survivor might have been the first 2 weeks of her month, if you know what I'm saying.
Right, that could have been.
So these next couple of weeks, she might
Maybe
be
she'll-
might be a savvy player at this point.
She may be, yeah,
Might be in her right mindset at this point. You never know. I mean,
right.
you just
I think her and Spencer can use their outcast status as a way of keep sliding on through because they're always in everybody's hip pocket.
yeah.
And everybody is going to vote somebody else out knowing, hey, I can go to him next time and
I
I'll
can save
survive
him.
that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those two, don't
I'll
be
save-
surprised if
Oh, yeah.
either Spencer or Abby or hanging out in the Final Four for that reason.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
I could see Spencer making it to the Final Four.
Why couldn't you see Abby?
I could see Abby making it to
Yeah.
the Final Four.
I'd drag her along.
But Spencer is in trouble, though. I mean, he's
He
got
is.
to get in
Well, you just got in on the right side.
with the rest of his and he's still there,
Yeah.
right?
Cass actually saved him, which was a shocker. I wasn't expecting that.
But he does have a big challenge there ahead because you never know what she's going to do. She could use Spencer
Although
to her
you-
advantage
I think they'll use him
because he
for
is a
while.
good player.
They'll
He
get
is a
rid of
good-
Savage next.
I would think so.
If I
Savage
was-
is in a bad spot.
Yeah, I mean,
So is Wigglesworth. They were both kind of on the outs, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Sierra, Cass, and who else is on that tribe? But I see a female alliance coming. I mean, if we're going to predict a winner at this point, I think the winner's going to be a female, and it might be Tasha. She's a player.
and well, she's on the Bayon tribe, so I mean,
Yeah.
as far as the Bayon tribe is concerned, she would be a good.
But I see a woman winning. Period.
You could be right.
I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a woman at this point. The women are becoming a stronger unit, and
I think if the Bayon tribe ends up losing immunity next time, I think it could be maybe Keith or Wentworth. I mean, they're in a tight group, but
Wentworth's not going anywhere. She gets a little sniff that she might be going home. She's playing her
could be.
immunity.
that's true.
She's not
That's
going
true.
anywhere.
Good point. She does have that idol, doesn't she?
Yeah, she'll stick around for.
And Jeremy has his idol.
Yes, and they're both on the Bayon tribe, so they're.
And Jeremy isn't going to go along with Fishbach and try to get rid of him because Jeremy's
Not
like,
rid
"No,
of
we
Joe.
got-"
He ain't getting rid of Joe yet. He
No,
wants.
he
He
wants-
wants to win a couple more immunities.
He wants to keep him as his shield, as
right.
he said.
Smart.
So-
Smart move.
Jeremy's actually sitting really pretty right now,
Right.
especially having, and if they can
With
make
the
it to
immunity in his pocket.
Yeah, and if
And Joe on his team.
and if he can make it to the merge, he's got other tribe mates that are gonna. I mean, he's gonna have other people,
Oh yeah.
So
But I'll
it's-
tell you what, Tasha's an athlete, and
Tasha's incredible.
she's gonna make it to the. She'll make it to the merge, and
You better watch out for her.
yeah, you start
Individual immunity.
you start picking off good athletes. You better start thinking about picking her off. But then
Yeah.
she's a female, and I can see an all-female alliance starting to merge.
Yeah,
I can see
and that's a
something like that.
possibility.
Yeah.
That could be a possibility. But then of course, we did get to the actual immunity challenge
Yes,
with the food challenge, of course, and
Bob, what did you think of that immunity?
Oh,
Immunity challenge, eating all that shit.
it was hard to watch it.
the
To look at what they were
the,
eating.
the
is just-
scorpion was a good one. The scorpion was a good one.
I bet you that's just a little crunchy, and I bet you
it-
it's not too bad.
It looked really crunchy.
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
you it wouldn't have been too bad.
It looked really crunchy.
Like
The
probably like a
first-
potato chip, a bad tasting potato chip.
You'll be surprised, but even the egg, I didn't think looked as bad as the fried frog or whatever that thing was. That thing
I
looked
missed
like a piece.
that. I probably turned away because that type
That
of stuff
thing,
makes
It looked
me.
it looked like a solid piece of charcoal, like they just left it. They picked it up off the bottom.
I'm
of the
sorry.
fryer. It looked
That
rough.
dead duck sitting in that shell, half a shell, was. It still had like a membrane
Yeah,
on it.
oh,
That's
yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
That was the most disgusting thing I've ever
It
seen.
would be rough to get down.
That
But,
was
man.
They
disgusting.
did that in another Survivor before.
Well, they said that was
It
the
was called
14th time they've done that.
Balut or something
Yeah.
is what that's
Yeah.
called. But that was it was a
Yeah.
little bird egg, not a duck egg, and that thing looked a little bit bigger and
Right.
meatier.
I
Right.
think it was pretty neat in a way because you see what the natives eat. Cause
Yeah,
that's
they
a
do.
lot-
Yeah.
That's a lot of what they eat, and they probably eat them in that form. They might mix them with other things, or maybe
I'm sure
maybe
there's a
cook
few.
them a little bit. But
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few people from around the area that may eat that kind of stuff. I
I'm
mean,
sure they do.
some of
Yeah.
that
It's
stuff
it's
was
a
just
delicacy
out there.
in some areas.
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
they
Right.
consider that stuff.
It was an interesting.
I'll tell you what, Chaz, I can't watch stuff like that. I start getting the dry heaves. I just can't watch it.
Well, it was interesting.
And it
Well,
seems every time it's on, I always sit down and I got
with a
something
big
to eat.
with
Yeah,
a big bowl of food. Yeah.
something ready to eat. I'm like, I can't
course.
eat. What
Of
the hell am I
course.
watching this for?
But Tasha, she just ravaged that egg,
Tasha was unbelievable.
and even Jeff was like, "Look at the shell and all." I was pretty surprised. by
Cass,
that.
and I were both gagging at the same time.
Yeah, no kidding. And she couldn't stomach it
Oh,
for
yeah.
a second.
I saw her gag, and then I'd gag.
Yeah, I hear you. Right, but yeah, she didn't pull through for her team at all.
No,
on
she
that.
didn't. And
And
that could have put her in a soft, very precarious position.
That's
but
that's pretty much what took him to tribal, though.
yeah,
And she ruled tribal.
she
She turned
chaos.
She,
Cass comes back to play.
she turned tribal on
She did.
because
Well, Savage.
Savage thought he knew what was going on.
He did. He did. And you know what?
It fell apart.
In his case, what? Why doesn't he say, "Hey, why don't we put my name down"? Everybody tell him that.
That's
hey,
exactly
yeah,
what I was thinking.
Hey, why don't we? Everybody tell him we're gonna vote me off, but I mean, we're voting him off, right? Is that the plan?
Right. Yeah. Like vote for me, but he makes the mistake.
By saying we're gonna
It
tell him,
says-
we're telling him we're voting for you.
Yep.
Nobody wants to hear
And
that.
of course, yeah, Sierra's like, well,
Why me?
you know what? Yeah, what's with him picking on me for? You know? Like,
Yeah.
And I thought that first thing. I'm like, man, if he would have just said himself,
Why didn't
his plan?
I'm surprised Sierra didn't say something like right away. I'm not comfortable
his plan
with
would
that.
have worked.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. She.
Why
well,
don't we put your name down, Savage? Why
Yeah,
don't we,
right.
Why don't we tell him we're putting you down?
Yeah. Well, as it would be, that's what ended up screwing him
Yeah.
for sure, because it all gets around, and then Cass gets this idea that, hey, Spencer's probably okay to keep around for a little bit longer. Maybe we should think
Yeah.
about other weaknesses in the team.
And she already planted the seed with Spencer. Like, well, the one who wants to get you gone is Andrew
Oh,
Savage.
yeah.
So now Savage's head is on the chopping block,
And now, yeah,
so to speak.
he's being looked at under scrutiny.
Wigglesworth is at least a female, so she's going to squeak by because
It's going to be an all-female
telling you,
team
the
on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Spencer will squeak by. He'll make it to the merge.
And now that Wu is gone, I mean, they have Abby, Cass, and Sierra.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's gonna be tough for the guys on that team if they don't do something in the next episode. But then again, the next episode is
yeah,
gonna
we
come
see what's
along,
gonna. Yeah, next episode we have a merge.
and it's a toss-up. You know, it's
Yeah.
gonna either be Takeo or Bayon. Somebody's going home,
Yep.
and then it'll be probably merge after that. I would think.
Oh, you think they're gonna have they'll?
Maybe not on that episode
I think they're
Maybe
going to
though.
merge. They'll merge
It'll
at
be
the
on-
beginning of the episode.
of the next episode.
Yeah.
It's
They'll merge.
possible. It's possible.
They'll merge. What do they got? 13 now.
Right, and they would have to
13?
go.
Team.
I think they would have to go through another immunity challenge, or
No,
They-
I think they're going to do
they
this.
they would start the show with the immunity challenge,
I think they'll
then
do.
merge the tribes.
I think they'll do they'll merge the tribe and they'll have a reward challenge at that point. But everybody will eat and
Right,
have a little feast.
little feast,
little
for
feast
the whole
because
family,
because they're
big
one
brand new
big
family. Right,
big tribe of 13. But once you're in that tribe of 13, they'll go to a immunity, and it'll be individual immunity at that point. The first person is going home, and then you'll have 12 people left on the island, and then the next at the following show, you'll have your first person on your jury, and then you'll have your 9 jury members and your three
finalist
three
guys.
finalists.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
That's how this will play out at the end.
So you are thinking merge in the next episode.
At the beginning, I think they'll merge at the beginning. Yeah.
That's a good possibility. And if they do merge at the beginning, that sets Jeremy up pretty good for
Yeah.
entering into the merge.
Sets Jeremy
that,
up.
That helps Joe out a lot.
It helps everybody out.
It helps everybody out. It does.
Because now you're in a big. Well, it
It's-
saves Spencer
starts-
again.
Right. Spencer's going to be in a better position.
Wigglesworth is doing the same thing.
And with the way that Cass played that out, Spencer, I mean, he must have been sweating
Oh, sweating
big time
bullets.
because, I mean, he just made it by the skin of his teeth.
He
I mean,
did. He
it was completely her.
And he even said it.
It was
I
her
can't
decision.
I can't believe my fate is in being
Yeah.
held in Cass's
And
hands.
it was in her hands up until the last second too,
Yeah.
because everybody else was pretty much solid in what they were going to do.
Yeah.
Cass really had the vote that said, I can do either, or it doesn't. It's
Right,
my decision.
I can get rid of him or him.
And so it'll be interesting to see if they do merge next episode. It's going to be another pretty wild episode because everybody's kind of back in it.
Yeah.
But I could see a power player getting off next. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. I
It-
can
it-
see.
it all depends on what the tribes will split up. I mean, the original. Who'd you say the original Bayon tribe was?
Well, you if we have the merge next week, if we have the merge at the beginning next week, you're gonna have one original Takeo male and 3 original Takeo females,
Okay.
and you'll have let's see, you'll have
So
4.
So you'll have a.
You'll
pretty-
have 5. All 5 Bayon male members. Jeremy, Savage, Joe,
Oh dang.
Keith, and Fishbach are still in it. Sierra, Cass, Kimmy, Tasha.
And
The
there's-
only one gone out of the original Bayon tribe, the original Bayon 10, is Monica. She's the only one
No
gone from that original
kidding.
tribe.
Wow.
That is
Yeah.
amazing, yeah. So we'll probably see the original Bayon tribe
Sticking together a little bit.
definitely sticking together.
Yeah.
The people that came from the original Takeo tribe, they're going to be shaken. It'll be interesting
I think so.
without a doubt. I mean, it's a definite toss up on who could go home at this point if there is a merge.
Right.
If there isn't a merge and Bayon ended up losing immunity, I could see Keith possibly going home. Obviously, if Fishbach had his way, Joe would go home. But
Yeah.
I don't see Bayon losing an immunity challenge against this new Takeo tribe.
No,
though.
I don't either. I mean,
And if the new Takeo tribe,
and that's why I think they're going to have that merge at the beginning, because when they do that at the beginning, you got a whole show of
right?
the tribe,
Yeah,
opposed to, you might see, your first segment of the show, the 2 tribes separated, but then you'll see them get the letter. Hey, meet at the old quarry around the 3rd rock on the left.
And what'll be fun too, once the merge does happen, all those little special games that they start throwing in there, like the auction
Right.
and doing those little things.
The auction's great. I love the auction.
That's that's one of those things where somebody is going to hold out. That $500 is going straight towards whatever the clue might be.
yeah.
So that'll be pretty cool to see that.
They got a
coming
lot of
up.
great puzzles and challenges.
Yeah, that'll be
ahead.
pretty good. But as far as the whole tribe goes, if they merge,
Yeah,
I mean, you got a lot of strong physical players,
you got a lot of them. It's still a toss up, but
and the weaker players that like your Fishbach
Abby.
and Abby, that those people will get dragged along,
Yeah,
and it'll be interesting to
Kimmy
see.
Kaepernick.
And yeah, Kappenberg,
Kappenberg.
you don't see a whole lot from her, but she
No.
gets along well with everybody. You know,
Keith isn't a strong player.
Keith is not a strong
Yeah,
player.
he's an older guy.
I mean,
He's no,
I
he's-
could see him going if the merge does happen.
But he's laid back. Nobody.
He is laid back.
Nobody dislikes the guy.
He is laid back.
He
Yeah.
doesn't get. He gets along with everybody.
He does. That's true.
And that's what'll keep
That-
him to the merge, and then the game
Well,
will start.
yeah,
he'll start.
he'll be in the merge for sure,
Yeah.
and then I mean,
He'll have to start making a move somewhere along the line.
it'll be fun to see what kind of chaos breaks out, because that's what it'll be.
Chaos Cass is going to be.
Oh, she'll be something,
Yeah, she'll be something to watch.
because
Till,
she's
till somebody says I've had enough of her.
yeah. When
She's
the
too much of a loose cannon. I
when the
might be
merge-
next.
Yeah, when the merge does happen, there's a couple players like Cass that are gonna really. You're gonna see people running up and down the beach trying to figure
Yeah.
out what's going on. It's gonna be some people are gonna be sitting there clueless,
Right.
but one person that won't be clueless on the next episode, as he usually is, will be Woo.
Wow.
Woo is done.
He was woo.
Woo is done.
Come on, woo!
So, but I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Robert's been waiting the whole show to do
For
that.
sure.
That was some drama though, with the both of them having 3 votes and then having
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
having
absolutely,
the
and it
7th
worked.
one be the decider.
It worked out. I think
Took him 20 minutes to come up with that.
it really did. It worked out well for that tribe in particular. But
Yeah.
we're gonna wrap it up, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Join us again next week. We'll be on episode 7.
Yeah.
And we'll see if the merge takes place. Until then, we'll talk to you guys later.